This week we were able to accomplish a lot of stuff, and it started out with this door. This is in our spare bathroom, and it has started dragging. So when we bought these doors, they came with, like factory hardware and all. So I wanted everything in the house to have black matte hardware. So I purchased some black matte hinges off of Amazon, and they're super great, except for they don't lay as flush in the cutouts as the original ones that came with the door do. So this has caused a little bit of an issue, and I believe that's why the door's dragging. I'm going to do a couple of different things here to try to fix this door and not let it drag anymore. I'm going to start by just removing the hinge, and I've seen this done before. Mike and I do this with other things, but I'm gonna be using toothpicks to place in the holes to kind of refill the holes. The hinge, it seems like it might not be lining up correctly, so maybe that'll fix it, maybe not. So that's just what you see me doing here, stuffing some toothpicks in there and breaking them off, hammering them in, breaking them off, to see if that's going to fix it. I really don't think that it's going to, but I'm just trying to show you that this is one way you can fix or raise a hinge on a door slightly. Now I'm just placing the hinge back up there to see, and clearly I need to chisel out the hole, I guess, or the cutout, and help it sit more flush. So that's what I'm doing now, is just using a chisel and a blade to just cut it out a bit more. So hopefully my hinge will sit level and flush. This is the kind of stuff you don't want to let continue happening, a door dragging, because it's just going to ruin your paint. You do have to be extra careful, especially if you have a sharp chisel. Mine is not sharp, but be extra careful so you don't dig out too much and chisel out too much, because that could cause a whole nother issue. So I'm just attaching it back, and then I'm gonna shut the door and see if that helped. And guess what? It did. So yay me, one more thing checked off of our little list.
So I'm going to come out in this cold weather today and fix, or at least level up. It looked like, I think, out of this driveway, based on my understanding, there was an ambulance here. They come quite often. I think the older gentleman or older lady, I'm not so sure which one, but I think I've been told the older gentleman has some health issues. But they just kind of backed up too far and got into our yard, and I just want to kind of fix this, so I'll do that here in a little bit and show you the result. Yeah, that one looked like that. Fill that up, threw some leaves on top, that way maybe it won't erode too quickly. One thing about this fence line is, over the years the animals have built up kind of a little mini wall, so I know whenever I need dirt, I'm just going to level it back down, and so little by little by little, which is my favorite phrase, this will all be level one of these days, and I'll have plenty of really, really good soil to dig up and put other places, especially when we have a garden. Yay! Freezing out here today. As long as that took me with the shovel, I think I'm gonna figure out a way to use some tools other than my back and my hands and my arms to knock this row out all the way, the rest of the way down. But for now, it's not too bad. ONG is supposed to come out and put new sod. I'm gonna give them a call probably on Monday and find out if they're still planning on doing that before all of our dirt washes away. Hope you're having a good day.
Okie dokie. So it is Sunday afternoon, and Mike went over to our friend's house, Kevin's house, to go help Colby work on the fence. Right after we got home from church, he ate lunch really fast and then left to go over there, and he took our wood, the barn wood that you saw us planing last week. He took that with him because Kevin is the one that's going to be helping us with it. And Mike called me and said, guess what? Kevin's here and he's going to start working on this right now. Do you
you want to come over and help? And I was like, yes! So I jumped in the car real fast and I am making my way over there, and we are going to work on my, you're going to find out later. Is it a table or is it a sliding barn door? You'll see. So you just have to wait till I get there.
Right away when I got there, Kevin and Mike had already started on things, and they gave me a quick little tutorial on how to run this saw, and we were able to take the side edges off of the table because our table saw just does not do a great job. So this saw was amazing. It has a guide and everything, and you know, it's amazing what you can do when you have the right tools. I know we've told you guys that over and over and over. Right here, I'm using a domino joiner. Mike's about to move this board, and you'll be able to see the holes that it creates for the little dominoes to go in. We'll wood glue those in. That's what we're about to do right now. And that is a little bit more strong than a biscuit joiner. You may have heard that term before. Whenever you're putting pieces of wood together, you join them together. So now we're just going to be adding the glue, and I'm going to roll it out and come along with the little dominoes and hammer those in, and then we will put the table together and clamp it. Mike and I both really love doing woodworking projects, so this was a lot of fun, and we really appreciate Kevin and all his help. Okay, so you may have figured out by now that this is the same place where Colby's building the fence. That is baby Montana that I showed you last week, and he is just so super cute, and this just totally takes me back to my childhood with baby calves and all. And the really neat part about this place is Mike and I actually lived here for about a week or two whenever we sold our house. They opened up their home to us, and they're just an amazing family. They do a really cool farm-to-table experience where you can go stay with them, like a bed and breakfast type thing, and they serve you food from their farm, and everything is so fresh. And as you can see, they have these little Highlander cows, and they have goats and chickens and all kinds of fun animals, but everything that they have produces for them, and again, goes straight to their table. They have a website, and I will be sure to link it for you in the description below, and you should totally check it out. It's Neiman Family Farms. And this little mama right here, she's expecting any day now. And speaking of expecting, Weston has an announcement for you guys. He's gonna be a big brother. Colby and Alyssa are expecting baby number 2, which means grandbaby number 4 for us in October. So you guys, Mike and I are out working at Curry and Braden's, and I'm gonna show you that in just a little bit. But I'm walking back up to our barn, or shop, to get something, and I noticed this. Guys, that is a T-post that has surfaced, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that up, but oh my wow, we are still finding things. I decided to go ahead and grab the pick and try to get this out of the ground real quick. Oh, where is it? There it is. Before I forget where it's at. Okay, so I just want to show you what Mike and I are doing. So whenever it rained really hard last week, water did leak into the house because
The windows were not set and trimmed out properly. Whole nother story, not gonna get into that. But there are these major gaps all along the tops and bottoms and everything. So Mike came out here before I got here and like caulked all the window up. And then we have been cutting cedar strips and we're trimming out the windows and caulking all of this. So hopefully nothing can leak in behind there and this will all pay off. But you can see the difference in this finished out window versus this so-called finished out window. Yeah. Major gappage, not cool.
Gappage there, gappage
Yeah.
there, gappage there, gappage there.
Yep. But we're fixing it. It's all good.
Sweet.
It does. It looks really good. Okay, so we got all of the windows trimmed out, caulked up. I just look lovely. It was really cold when we got out here. Then it got really, not hot, but warm enough that I had to take my jacket off and I was sweating. But anywho, got all of that done. Looks so much better. We were expecting a lot of rain this week, so we really needed to get that finished up so that there would be no more rain leaking in. They're gonna look messy until everything's painted, just know that. Well, I've been out there working hard. Just kidding, he just came up here a little bit ago. He is cooking for
Men's poker night.
Men's Poker Night. The guys all get together.
Yeah, have a night at church where we just have fun. We do not play for money. We don't play for Bible verses. We don't play for anything other than the fun, but we eat really well.
Pork tenderloin on the Blackstone tonight.
Yeah, making more or less pork chops, but it's tenderloin.
I want one. Good morning. So today Mike and I are at Lowe's. He's getting air in the tire right now, and we're about to go in and purchase wood for a special project that we are going to work on today for our grandson Weston. Our daughter-in-law was in need of something, and so we are taking this project on. Mike, say hi.
Hey.
And it's still so crazy how much the price of wood has come down since we built the farmhouse. We had to really pick and choose our wood very carefully because it's just warped and crazy otherwise, if you don't pick out your own stuff. Lots and lots of cutting involved and lots of sanding. I sanded for 3 hours and 45 minutes on this thing, and we still didn't get finished up today, but we will continue it tomorrow. So I am sitting out on the front porch because it is absolutely the most beautiful morning. It's 67 and cloudy, and rain is expected later today. And, we had rain earlier this week, so we didn't get to mow, and today would have been a good day, but like I said, it's about to start raining. So I'm just sitting out here enjoying it. I just got off the phone with my mom. I've got my coffee, and it's a beautiful day. All right, and so we are back at it this morning, trying to get this finished up before the rains hit, and we're gonna try to get it delivered today as well. So we're trying to crank it all out. We were able to make it happen, and oh my wow, you guys, we have one happy little boy here. It's so funny. He was so stinking excited. He went in and out of that bed, I bet you 100 times while we were there today. Just happy, and playing in it and laying on it and loving it. We had a couple of hours this morning, which is Friday, to run out to Kevin's and sand the tabletop. So that's what we're doing here, sanding it and then cutting the ends off and getting it all nice and squared up, and just putting some of the finishing touches on it so that we can bring it home and I can stain it and seal it, and then Colby is going to be building a base for it.
Hey, so we're coming at you today from Mike's office because it's raining outside and
a lot.
And I am about to keep baby Hallie for a little bit, and so I just had to run in here so we could do this little video for you guys. It was a big week.
Another end of another week. Yeah,
Oh.
we had, you got to see, some of you guessed, door or table. Going to be a table. Colby ordered some of the things that we're going to use for the legs. It's going to be made out of metal. It's going to be really cool. So we'll get that next Wednesday. And so you'll probably see that delivery. And we made a bed for our grandson, Weston, and got some other news you probably saw.
Yeah, grandbaby number 4 is in the oven.
Coming our way.
And we're gonna have to add on.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna. That loft doesn't look too big anymore, does it?
Yeah. So again, big week. Lots of things happened, not only for us but for others, like we just mentioned. So next week, I mean, we've had a ton of rain this week, so that's been kind of crazy and set back.
I was gonna start
a little
building an ark here in a little bit. Start chiseling out a big boat.
Yeah, so it set us back a little bit on some things we wanted to do outside, but next week, hopefully maybe, painting will happen out at Curry and Braden's. That obviously did not happen this week, but I guess.
Yeah, and we got you probably saw on the video that we got some windows trimmed out and got it nice and customized and caulked and waterproof, and then when they get the painting done, hopefully
it'll look really good.
Won't ruin anything,
Yeah.
so that'll be really cool. And Karen fixed the door that was sticking, and
Bathroom
one of the
door,
hinges weren't quite perfectly in place, and I just did a little bit of work outside and fixed some of the ruts. But I realized how much good soil we have here.
Yes, it's very fertile soil here because of all the horses and cows that were here before. So
yeah.
Let's see, do we have a question for you guys this week?
How about giving us some advice on gardening? Because I think we're thinking about.
We're probably a little late already in the year.
We've
maybe
missed out on some things for sure, and we may not even get to do any of it this year. But we've got all this land and places to put a garden, so we're thinking, you guys give us your favorite things to grow, or maybe your favorite tomatoes and things like that, and we'll just see what comes of that question.
Also, I'm looking for some greenery to go in the big pots on the front porch, and I've looked up what's best in like boxwoods, lavender, and I can't remember the other one. So a fern maybe, I don't know. But if you have an idea of something big and bold and green that lives well, kind of sort of on its own, because I kind of have a black thumb, let me know what would look good in those pots on our front porch.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff. We won't have anything for you tomorrow. I'll be bowling in the state championship tomorrow all day. I'll be in Oklahoma City, so I don't know what Karen's got going. She may have something that she does. But,
probably hanging with babies.
Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and hopefully you've had a great week. And if not, hopefully next week will be even better.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment.
Have a great week.
And answer our question, please.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Have a great week.
We hope you guys know how much we truly appreciate you watching and supporting us. If you have not started back on episode 1 and watched all the way through, we highly encourage you to do so. It really is mind-blowing what we started with and what we have now. So again, we would love for you to do so.